Always eager for your business. Good luck with your contracts.
Greetings, Rook. I am Air, one who provides training for anti-venom.
You're not a crow yourself?
Not as such, but we are frequently at the service. But answer suits them, as it should suit you.
Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting. I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Neither of you strike me as a bloodthirsty sort.
Our shared enemies deserve our worst.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord Butcher Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information? Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
Butcher Dathrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
The gods care about taking Treviso.
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrust magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
You're in charge. Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
Helping the crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Find your crow, then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for once a yarn.
Can you blame him?
Val lost too much to this occupation. Your new
Almost there.
Do Templars really not have authority over mages in Tevinter? What happens if there's blood magic? What do they do?
Depends on the Templar. Depends on who's bought their loyalty.
What do you do when the authorities can't be trusted to do the right?
The Antam ordered me out of my house. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Where were we?
What do you do when the authorities can't be trusted to do the right thing?
That's how I keep busy.
The Antam hate mages. They've killed most of them. No mages left. Rook.
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while.
Good
The
day
markets
to
are
you.
running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected, but then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
How can I
So
help
you
today?
and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Velara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katerina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
And herbs to help your body find the perfect balance.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
Don't let those untamed trouble you. Please, come by.
Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin. Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Right. I know we came here for coffee, but I prefer tea.
Ugh.
So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Zara's not going to get Ilario, and she's not getting away with anything she's done. I promise.
Don't promise. But thank you.
How's the coffee? As good as you remembered?
Better. I dreamed about this coffee for a year. They say taste and smell awaken our strongest memories. For so long, memories were all I had. But whatever the circumstances, the here and now is a much finer place to be. How's your tea?
Bold and refreshing. I feel ready for anything. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
Oh, Minrathous needs one of these.
You can't force these spaces. They just kind of form where people are.
The market never stops, even during occupation.
I've always loved market days, except for when they're occupied by Antam.
Cafe later?
In a duel to the death, everything matters, including fashion.
If the butcher wants Treviso to thrive, he needs to let his breathe.
Banjo Bantam stopped me on my way to work. Demanded to know who I was and where I was going.
What gives him the right?
You read the notes on the Circle Road case?
The murdered Magister's aide? Killed with an arrow instead of magic. Hard to get an angle like that.
It is. Where would you take it from?
I don't know the place that well, but there's a tower not far that would get a clean shot. And good cover.
But if you were angry and in a hurry, if the shot were more lucky than planned.
Well, there's that bridge. Wait. Why are you asking me?
Southern chantry buildings have a different feel to them. Not always a welcoming one.
Buildings like that make you feel small. Or smaller.
Go down. There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
He was my cousin!
We've got Anton between us and... Don't worry. Taylor and Yago sent us.
Who are you? Just kill all the Autumn!
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Darren. They're weak on the left. God! Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Darrett. Please.
We will. You should get back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
We should see if Dareth had any information on him. That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teir and Viago. Just follow the marks. Maybe a mark one crow would leave for another?
I saw something like that on a wall we passed earlier.
Let's go look. That looks like a crow mark. The kind of quick splatter you can throw. That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out.
So this is Treviso now.
Oh, the crows haven't given up.
They won't last much longer if the Antal have their way.
Another mark this way.
I'm glad the market's still open during occupation. It probably helps to feel that some things are still the same.
Almost feels like home.
A fine evening.
So, how well do you know the Viper? Because I've heard things.
Oh? What things?
Like, no one really...
Here's another crow mark.
As I was saying, like, no one really knows who he is.
Is that right?
This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The butcher is making poison. Kamek.
I've heard of it. It does things to your mind. Nothing pleasant.
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line. The Antam brought in a Kamek master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Hang on. Back on the ground soon. grip.
Annihilate them! Cannot defeat us!
Target lost.
Cannot be possible!
That's a win.
We've got company. Got to move.
Over here!
Take them out, quick!
Still standing, not bad. Got us at range.
We're in. Let's find the comic master.
Company, get ready. And Rook takes that. Beat the odds there.
Outsider, time to test my gift. I am will made flesh, so much flesh. Finally, the fight the Butcher denied has come to me. Prove my worth.
I'm here on behalf of the Crows. Poisoner.
Poison? You face the gifts of the gods!
Got it.
I'll give. What's a fool?
How does he even work with the Butcher?
We'll ask questions after it's dead.
the Butcher?
We'll ask questions after it's dead. Keep at it! We can't let this thing out!
I'm good to go.
I think we've just about got it!
Can you tell?
It's done. The Comic Master's dead.
Good. That's good.
First things first, let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening.